Have you ever faced situations where interacting with large datasets or collecting inputs in Excel become cumbersome? Or perhaps you have struggled to create a professional interface for your users to interact with your Excel application. User forms and controls are the solution to these challenges. They allows you to create dynamic, interactive interface to streamline data entries and enhance your user experience. In this video, we'll explore how to create and use user forms and controls in Excel to make your spreadsheet more powerful and user-friendly. Hi everyone, I am Devanshi from Noha Academy and welcome to today's tutorial on mastering user forms and controls in Excel. In this video, I'll guide you through the fundamentals of creating user forms, adding controls, and writing VBA codes to bring them to life. By the end of this tutorial, you will have the knowledge to build interactive forms that can handle complex tasks effectively. Let's dive in and unlock the power of user forms and controls in Excel. Here's what we'll cover in this video. First, introduction to user forms in Excel. Why and where to use them. Second, creating a basic user interface. I'll be guiding you step by step so that you can create a basic user form. Third, we'll look into some common controls like text box, control box, list box, and so on. Fourth, we'll customize our controls, their properties, events, and layout tips. Number 5, we'll be adding VBA code, making the form functional. Number 6, we'll look into some practical examples like building a simple data entry form and a search form. Number 7, we'll be knowing what are the best practices for creating user forms, how to create clean design, usability, and scalability. So, what is user forms? User forms are one of the most powerful features in VBA. They allows you to create customizable dialog boxes that acts as a bridge between your Excel sheet and users, providing an intuitive and interactive interface. Instead of working directly with raw data in cells, user form makes it easier for users to input, view, or manipulate data in a structured and user-friendly way. What are the key features of user forms? Customizable layouts. You can design forms to fit specific needs with control like text boxes, labels, combo boxes, button, and more. Number 2, interactive design. You can build forms where user can select options, enter values, or trigger dynamic behaviors, or trigger automated processes with a button. Number 3, dynamic behavior. User forms can respond dynamically to user inputs and execute VBA code, enabling a real-time interaction with data. Now, why do we use user forms? User forms can drastically improve how users interact with Excel, especially for the tasks that involve repetitive processes, large datasets, or a need for guided workflow. Here is why they are worth implementing. Number 1, simplify data entry. User forms streamline the process of adding or updating data by providing a guided interface with clearly labeled input fields. Input fields can be configured with validation to prevent errors like leaving a field blank, entering invalid data type, or duplicate records. For example, instead of filling out rows in Excel, users can enter information into a form and the data is automatically inserted into correct cells. Number 2, create professional interface. User forms give your Excel applications a polished and professional look, making them appear more like standard one rather than just a spreadsheet. Features such as drop-down menus, ratio buttons, and multiple pages forms allows you to design interfaces that are intuitive and easy to navigate. Number 3, automate workflows. User forms are perfect for automating multi-step tasks or workflows. combines user form with VBA code to perform actions like copying data, generating reports, sending emails, or performing calculations. By adding buttons to the form, example submit, clear, or search, you can automate repetitive processes with a single click, saving users time and efforts. Let's look into one example. Let's say you manage a customer service team and you need to track inquiries. A user form can help you. Prompt the agent to enter customer details, example, name, email, and issue type. Validate the data. For example, check if an email is properly formatted or not. Save the information directly into an Excel table for analysis and ensuring consistency and accuracy. In conclusion, User Forms transforms Excel from a basic spreadsheet tool into an interactive platform capable of streamlining tasks, reducing efforts, and delivering a professional experience to users. Whether you are managing data, guiding workflow, or building user-friendly solutions, user forms are must-have tools in your VBA arsenal. Step 2. Let's create a basic user form. For that, first access the VBA editor. You can press Alt plus F11 to open the VBA editor, or you can just open your Excel. You can go to Developer tab and click Visual Basics. This is how you can open your VBA editor. Now, let's insert a user form. In the Project Explorer, this is Project Explorer. You can click on your sheet, right click on it, go to Insert and click on User Form. This is how you have inserted a user form. Now let's customize this form. Use the toolbox or drag and drop control onto the user form. From here, you can edit control like text box. This is the toolbox. You can just drag and drop. See, it is label. This is how you can simply customize it. Use the Properties window to customize the form's appearance and behavior. For example, name, caption, back color, etc. This is the Property window. From here, you can adjust the back color, caption, name, etc. Step 3. Common controls in user forms. When designing a user form, controls are the building blocks that enable user interaction. Each control serves as a unique purpose for accepting inputs to trigger specific actions. Let's look into a detailed explanation of the most common used controls that in user forms, their purposes and how to use them effectively. Number 1 is text box, used for text inputs. A text box is control where users can enter text such as name, number, or other data. It's one of the most frequently used control for gathering user input. Purpose. The purpose for it is to collect text-based information from users. For example, a text box can be used to enter an employee's name or ID. Drag a text box from the toolbox onto your user form. Like this. This is the text box. Use the Properties window to customize name for renaming the text box to something meaningful like text name or text ID. Max length is used to set a maximum number of characters your users can enter in your text box. Multi-line. Enable this property if you want a text box to accept multi-line of text. Second one is combo box. It provides a drop-down list of options. A combo box is used when you want users to select a value from a predefined list with the options to type their own values if necessary. Purpose: to provide users with a drop-down menu for easier selection. For example, a combo box can list department names like HR, finance, and marketing. Drag a combo box onto your user form. Populate the combo box with options using VBA or row source properly. Row source. Link the combo box to a range in your Excel worksheet. For example, sheet 1 exclamatory A1 to A5. Add item method. Use VBA to add items dynamically. For example, combo box item 1 or HR or anything meaningful. Customize its properties. Like you can go to properties, you can select style, set a form style drop down list if you want to restrict users to select only from the drop down. Use combo box for frequently. Number 3 is list box. Display a list of items. A list box shows multiple items at once, allowing users to select one or more options. The purpose of it is to display a list of values that users can choose from either single or multiple selections. For example, use a list box to display a list of employees or products. Drag the list box onto your user form. Populate it similarly to a combo box using the row source property or VBA's add items method. You can customize it by going to the properties. For example, multi-select. Set it to form multi-select single, default for single selections, or for multiple selections you can do it for multi. Column count. Use this property to display multiple columns into the list box. For example, employee's name and IDs. Number 4. Option button. It lets users choose one option from a group. Option button, also known as ratio button, are used when you want to present user with a set of mutual exclusive choices. The purpose of it is to allow users to select one option from a group. For example, use option buttons for gender selection, for example male or female, or subscription type, basic or premium. You can simply drag multiple option buttons onto your user form. Group them by placing them inside a frame or ensuring they share the same group name property. You can customize it by going on to the properties. You can put the caption, like set the label for each option button, example male and female, or age. You can also set the value. Set the default selected option button to true in the property window to set the value of it. Number 5. Command button. Executes an action when clicked. A command button is a button that triggers specific actions such as saving data, closing the form, or running a calculation. The purpose of it is to execute tasks or event when clicked by the user. For example, a submit button that saves user input to an Excel sheet. You can simply drag a command button onto your user form. How you can customize it? Give it a property name. It will rename it to something like button submit or button cancel for better clarity in your VBA code. You can use caption. It sets the text that displays on the button. Now, how to add functionality? Write a VBA code in the click event of the command button. Here you can write your code. I'll name this sub as button submit. Then I'll add a comment, save user input to a worksheet. Then I'll add a code here. Sheets. Then I'll add data dot cells 1, 1 dot value text name dot value. Then message box, data saved successfully. Then I'll end my sub. I'll save it. Now here are some tips for you. Use meaningful captions like OK, cancel or submit for clearly identifying the function of the button. Add error handling code to deal with invalid inputs or unexpected issues. Now let's look into how to customize controls. Every control has a property, example name, caption, and events like click, change that you can configure to define its behavior. Use the VBA editor to write event-driven code. For example, if you want a responding to a button click, you can write a code in the similar way. You can write private sub command button one click. Then you can add a message box. I'll add hello and textbox.text. And I'll end my subroutine. Let's add some VBA codes for the linking. Link the form to your VBA project by writing the following code. Let us write the smallest code. We'll create a sub. I'll name it as show form. Then I'll add user form.show and I'll end my subroutine. Now let's handle events and validate user inputs. Let's look into some practical examples. For example, if you want to create a data entry form, how will you create it? You need to add a field, name text box, age text box, then gender option box, and then submit. Now what is the code to save the data in the worksheet? I'll name it as private sub command button 1. Then I'll define my variable WS as worksheet. Then I'll set my worksheet as this worksheet, this workbook. I'll set my worksheet as this workbook dot sheets in data will define a new variable, dim next row as row, dim next row as long, will define next row now, ws dot cells in ws dot rows dot count. Now 1, then we'll end it, fill up dot row plus 1. Then I'll define my text boxes. I'll write ws dot cells next row comma 1 dot value, text box 1 dot text. Here we'll add the name. Basically, this text box is for name. Now I'll copy it. I'll give it 2. This is my text box 2 and it is for age. Now I'll add an option button. If option button 1 dot value, then ws dot cells next row comma 3 dot value will be male. Then if option button 2 next row comma 3 dot value is equal to female. And then I'll add a message box. That data saved successfully will unload me, will We'll write unload me and end sub. Now let's look an example for search form. Input will be search keyword, that is text box, and the action displays matching rows or records in a list box. It is an activity for you that you have to create a search form, and if you face any challenge, just drop them in the comment section. Now let's look into some best practices for designing user forms in Excel. Designing user form isn't just about functionality. It's also about ensuring that the form is intuitive, effective, and user-friendly. Let's look into some detailed best practices to keep in mind while creating user forms in Excel. Number 1. Keep it simple. One of the golden rules of a form design is simplicity. Overloading your user form with too many controls or unnecessary elements can confuse user and reduce productivity. How to achieve simplicity? Limit the number of controls to only what's necessary for the task. Group related controls logically. Example, group name and email field together. Use white space effectively to avoid a clustered appearance. Benefit of it is user can navigate to the form more easily. Reduces cognitive load, making the form faster to complete. Number 2. Guide the user. Users appreciate clear guidance, especially when they are unfamiliar with the form or the data being requested. Ways to guide the user. Tool tips. Provide a short description or instruction when the user hovers over a control. For example, a tooltip for a text box asking for an email could say, enter a valid email address. Or hovering over a name text box can say, enter your name, for example, John. Default values. Pre-fill fields with commonly used values or placeholders. For example, enter your name in a text box. Labels. Ensure every control has a clear and descriptive label. For example, if you are asking for a data in a specific format, including an example like month, date, and year next to the field. Number 3. Validate inputs. Input validation ensures that the data entered by user is accurate, consistent, and error-free. This is crucial to maintain the integrity of your application or database. How to implement validation? Use a VBA code to check user inputs before processing them. For instance, ensure text boxes are not left blank. Verify numeric values only contains numbers. Check if email input follows a valid format, example @domain.com. Tips. Use error messages to inform users what went wrong and how to fix it. Highlight invalid fields with a red border or background for better visibility. For example, like text box is left empty. Add a message box that please fill out the name field or please fill out the empty box. Step 4. Test thoroughly. Before deploying your user code, testing is essential to ensure its performance correctly and provides a smooth user experience. What to test? Functionality. Ensure all the buttons, drop-downs, and controls work as intended. Input validation. Test edge cases such as leaving the field blank, enter the incorrect data, or exceeding the character limits. Usability. Get feedback from potential users to identify areas of confusion or improvement. How to test? Perform manual tests by simulating user interactions. Include extreme cases like entering long strings or invalid characters. Debug your VBA code to catch runtime errors. let me give you a pro tip. Involve end users early by sharing a draft version of user form and incorporating their feedback. By following these best practices, you can create professional and efficient user forms that not only function well but also deliver a seamless user experience. In this video, we have learned what are user forms, why and when to use user forms, how to create user forms, add controls, and how to write a VBA code to make the form functional. We have looked into practical examples and best practices. User forms are an excellent way to automate data entry and enhance user experience in Excel. User forms and control in Excel empowers you to create intuitive interface that improves productivity and user experience. With the technique covered in this tutorial, you can build a dynamic professional form for a wide range of applications. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to follow Know How Academy for more Excel tips and tricks. If you have any suggestion or doubt, then drop them in the comment section. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Till then, stay curious and keep learning.